Welcome to GCCars. My name is Eric and today we're going to take a night POV drive in this 2021 Cadillac XT4 Sport. Brief look at the interior, and today we're going to do it a little different than we usually do because I want to give you a little bit better of a view of the inside. So we're just going to drive with the lights on, and worry not, I tried. I can see plenty on the road and it really isn't distracting to me at all because that's a pretty good angle. Anyhow, we can close this too. What are we going to do in night POV drive? Pretty simple. We are going to test the high beams, the general LED headlights we have in this XT4, and we're also going to go for a little acceleration run. Of course, the weather isn't really that great, so it won't be that representative of the performance that this XT4 Sport can do, but nonetheless, we will be able to judge how well the all-wheel drive system works. Anyhow, I think without further ado, let's go and buckle up. You have seen some exterior footage, and you'll have the stats probably right on the right hand side right now, or you'll be seeing them in a tiny bit. And don't worry about the low tire pressure warning, it just happened. I'm going to check on that as soon as we're back home. No worries there, and it's not much lower than usual, so it should all be fine. And then without further ado, let's go ahead and drive. We're in the regular driving mode in Tour, which is only front wheel drive, but we will be switching it to all wheel drive in a bit. And also, as always, if you want to hear all my thoughts about this Cadillac XT4, not CT4, we've had that recently too. All my thoughts about this 2021 Cadillac XT4, I got a full-on review in the top right-hand corner where we talk about the exterior, the interior, the features, how it drives, and everything you basically need to know. And I tell you if it's worth it to buy this or if you maybe should go with the competition. Now, let's turn on the high beams though, because we want to test it. So just at the end of the stock, push down on them, and there we go. We got an assist, so we'll see how fast it turns it off. There we go, recognize the car ahead, turns them off, and it's a tight bridge, so we're going to slow down a little bit here. Wonderful, and we'll keep on trucking. High beams, of course, are back on, and for everybody new to this channel, I do upload multiple POV videos plus the reviews. So we also have a POV drive where we test the lane keep assist and the adaptive cruise control on the highway, and we have a POV drive in the city, so you just can see how smooth it is to drive this XT4 when you're maybe not out here in the countryside or on a highway. Like I said, right now we're still in front wheel drive because it's just a little rain. It's not too bad. It's not like we have any traction issues with the regular driving we do. Of course, when we try to drive a little more sporty or anything, then we would maybe need the all-wheel drive, but at the moment front wheel drive is more than sufficient for what we want to do, and additionally it kind of improves our fuel efficiency, right? That's a very interesting front end with an added headlight, I think, on the car behind us. I don't really know what it is, but we'll probably find out in a bit. So let's go up here. High beams are back on, but we can't really see that far due to the rain. Let's do one thing, and that is let that person behind us by. Okay, and back on the road we are. We can soon start preparing for our acceleration run, which is actually going to be pretty interesting because we can really test how the all-wheel drive system here performs in very treacherous conditions. I mean, it's still summer. Well, no, it actually just turned fall. We got 14 degrees Celsius out there. So well above freezing, well above freezing, almost a t-shirt weather territory. So it's not cold per se, but still yeah, not perfect. Let's set it into sport. That also switches to all-wheel drive, and we're going to turn off traction control just down here. Let's hold it, or do we only have to press it? Okay, traction control's off, and let's brake torquer. 30, 40, 50. And yeah, no real traction issues. I didn't brake torque too much because we had a car coming from behind, and I really don't want to annoy them at all. So we couldn't turn it back on. But yeah, no traction issues. They're all good, although we don't have that much power. I think it's around 250. Turn it back to tour though, back to front wheel drive. Now I'm going to turn left right here. You can see what traction control will do. Let me turn left. Give it a bit of a gas. As you can see, once again, a bit of traction control intervention there, but really we don't have any grip issues here. Like I said, it's not too terrible of conditions. The high beam assist is doing a pretty good job of turning the high beams on and off whenever a car is approaching or is ahead in general. So there's really no complaining. Occasionally you get a high beam assist which is a little hesitant, or sometimes it can't really decide who wants to turn it on or off and just keeps turning it on, turning them off, turning them on, turning them off. It's good to see that this high beam assist in this Cadillac XT4 does a good job of that and has no problems whatsoever. That already pretty much concludes our POV drive. I'm trying to keep it a little shorter here because, especially in this night POV drive, really there's too much to look at. But I definitely want to know, for everybody who's watches my POV drives regularly, how did it turn out with the lights on? Was it better? Was it more enjoyable? Or did you prefer it with the lights off? So you can maybe get a bit more of an impression of what you see outside, although really that shouldn't change much with the GoPro being kind of limited in low light conditions. Let's turn it around right here. You can also see our little, you can see our light. Actually, let's see that. And as soon as I turn in, get nice turn-in lights, which are also on both sides. So if you turn left, get your left side illuminated. Turn right, get your right side illuminated. And let's turn on the wipers a little. Thank you. Put in the park. We're going to take a really quick look at the outside, but you probably won't be able to hear me much out there. So I'm just going to say right now, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any more videos, because we got new reviews coming every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And like I said, we got a full review on this Cadillac XT4 was correct this time. Yes, Cadillac XT4. You can find that somewhere on your screen right now. Additionally, there's a YouTube video, a video of mine that YouTube algorithm picks for you essentially, and of course a subscribe button. Let's take a look at the headlights and the taillights, and then we're done with the video. Gotta point you down a little so you don't get any raindrops on you. So these are our headlights, of course, a very distinct Cadillac design, and I really like the rear. I like the taillights. I think they look really good, especially with how they kind of come towards the middle of the bottom. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.